Hi, I'm registered dietitian and nutritionist Wendy Wesley, and I'm here in the beautiful teaching kitchen of the St. Petersburg Free Clinic Health Education Center. And today I'm going to make one of my all-time favorite things, and it is easy. It is hummus with a little olive tapenade inside, and that sounds real fancy, but it isn't. One little twist on my hummus, sometimes I like to make hummus with cannellini beans. These are called Great Northern beans or cannellini beans. They're the exact same thing. And what they're going to do is they're going to give the hummus a smoother texture. I also make hummus with garbanzo beans or chickpeas all the time, but sometimes I like to make it with this. I'm gonna do that today. And little secret, this is what's in the pantry. So I don't have chickpeas, so but I had a can of Great Northern's cannellinis, and so that's what we're gonna do. So first, this is super easy. I have a food processor here. Not a real fan of this food processor. I prefer my one at home. This one has a lot of parts that are required to make it run, and whereas my food processor at home is 3 parts. It is the bowl, it is the blade, and it is the top, and that's 3 parts. This guy has 5 parts for it to run. It's got this it's got the bowl, and then the blade, and then this guy on this kind of thing on this cone thing on top, and then the top, and then it won't run unless you got this thing in. So that's 5 parts, and that's 2 additional things to wash, and also 2 additional things to get crusty with food and collect bacteria. So if you're shopping for a food processor, make sure you're looking for how many parts is required to make it run. I also like to talk about equipment, so from time to time I will talk about equipment, review equipment. But this is my food processor today, and so we're gonna make a go of it. So what I did was I opened a can of the Great Northern cannellinis, and what I did was I rinsed it, and the juice inside is actually quite useful. If you are vegan and you want to make bean burgers, it's a great binder for bean burgers. It also makes desserts. It kind of functions like an egg white because it's full of protein, and you can sweeten it. It's called aquafaba. We can do a bit of a lesson on that in the future. So I'm pouring this into the bowl of the food processor. And my hummus has lots and lots of garlic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smash my garlic under the actual press. I'm using the press. In the past, I've used the knife, but I'm just going to use the back of the press. But I'm going to sneak out here and get my knife. Here's my knife. So I'm going to cut it in half because I know that a big clove doesn't fit in this garlic press. Pushing the garlic into the bowl of the food processor. Okay. And let's use the whole thing because I like garlic a lot. So here we go into the food processor. It goes. All right, that's our garlic. I like cumin in my hummus. Throw in some cumin. I will. Well, that's a lot. I'm gonna do the. I'll do the recipe below. Chili powder, smoky. I like a smoky chili powder in there, and just a little bit of cayenne. Be careful, this is super hot. Just a little bit of cayenne, just to give it a little bit of kick. Okay, and then the last 2 ingredients that I'm going to add are oil, and usually I do lemon juice, but I don't have a lemon, so I'm going to do a lime. That's okay, just needs to be an acid. So I'm going to put the lid on this thing. There we go, it clicks into place. So what I've done is I've kind of pulverized things a bit. I think these buttons all kind of do the same thing. So I'll pull this out, and will it run with this thing out? Nope, see? So here's another piece I gotta wash. And the other problem is I can't feed while it's running, which I don't really like, so don't buy this food processor. So I'm gonna throw in some oil, glug, 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 glug. And this is a lime, and what you do to get the most lime juice out of your lime is you kind of mash it up. And what you're doing is you're breaking these little pockets in here, so when you go to squeeze it, you could get more. And this lime is cold. If I brought it to room temperature, I would get more out of it, but too bad. And I'm gonna give it a squirt. I'm not getting much out of this guy. That's too bad. Oh well. All right, let's see what I'll get out of him. I might have to add some water. I'm not getting much out of him, darn it. And I don't have any other backups. Well, sorry about that. Let me see if I can get more out of him. See, I've been cooking. This is okay, because what I want to tell you, I've been cooking since I was about 10, 11 years old, and I still make mistakes. I still sometimes don't have all the ingredients I need. I still have to improvise. I still have to make substitutions on the fly, and that's okay. Because I don't want anybody to think that because they're not perfect, they can't get into the kitchen and do their thing. And I think it's very, very important that you just kind of go easy and you relax a little bit with your cooking and not be so, get it out of your mind that things have to be perfect, that you have to be perfect, that the result has to be perfect, it has to look a certain way. What comes out of your kitchen is not going to be the Food Network. It's not going to be from a celebrity chef. It's going to be from you, and that's good enough. So let's go. It's coming. I'm going to add a little bit more oil, and then what I'm going to do is add water to get it to the consistency that I want, because I don't have enough lime, and I'm really sorry about that. So I'm just going to get a little bit of water from my sink, pour it in, and this is to get it to the consistency that I want. Now you'll notice I didn't add salt, and that is on purpose, because I am going to, the canned beans have a little bit of salt, and the olives definitely have lots of salt. So I'm not going to add salt because I know that two of my ingredients, the olives and the beans, are already salted. So you have to think when you're cooking something, you have to think about layers of salt. What has salt? What has salt? What has salt? Because if too many of your ingredients have salt, the salt may overpower your food. Let's get that looks to be the consistency that I like. Take this off, and I'm gonna taste it, see how it is it doesn't have a lot of acid, so it might be a little different. It's still really good. And oh yeah, and that has a nice little cayenne kick. So I'm gonna add right at the end a couple olives, and that'll give this hummus an entirely new kind of a flavor. These are Greek olives. They're called kalamata. I'll throw them in, and I'm not going to pulverize them because I don't want them to pulverize, but I just kind of want them to be a rough chop. Okay, let's get the lid back on, and a quick chop. Yeah, you're going to see the speckles in there. So what I've done is I've just given them a little bit of chop. All right. Where's my spoon? Oh, that had water in it. Whoops. I'm a mess. Put it in the bowl. I want to show it. I want to show it to you in the bowl. You can see the olives in it. And also, I want to get excuse me. This is a whole wheat pita bread. And I want to cut it into wedges. Now this hummus is great inside of a wrap, or just on its own with a dip, with carrot dippers or celery dippers or other things like that, or these whole wheat pita triangles. So I'm going to give a taste. Let's see, come on, give it a taste. Oh man, I do love hummus and olives. That is marvelous. And so the longer it sits, the more potent it'll become because it has garlic. And this is an incredibly high fiber snack. Between the whole grain of the pita bread or the vegetable dippers and then all the fiber in the beans, you're gonna have a very, very wonderful high fiber snack. And where you see fiber, you see good GI health. And where you see good GI health, you see happy, happy people. So I'm happy today, and I'm happy you joined me. And I'll be back tomorrow with another Cooking From Your Pantry. I'm Wendy Wesley, registered dietitian nutritionist, and I'm here in the St. Pete Free Clinic teaching kitchen. Thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye.